There's someone who was in a situation that you might have wanted to run from, but instead you spoke the truth about it, and it's helping you to synchronize with a jackpot that's coming towards you, and you're moving up from the level that you were on before. There's a love offer here. People who were stealing from you are dropping everything on the ground and walking away because they just realize that you're doing a lot with this energy than just simply eating what's handed to you on a plate. And they're not willing to put in that work. You had to fight a lot of negativity and naysayers to get this money that you have, this money that you're sitting on. You got this 10 of cups energy that you're working towards. And again, people want the life that you have, but they don't want to put in the work that you put in to get there. And it seems like you're reaching out to people who are on that same level that you up from through meditation, but not all of them want to put in the same work. You're your own boss. And I feel like to a certain extent, that's what's disappointing, is that the people that work for you have nowhere near the same ambition that you have, the same goals and ability to manifest that you have. And it's almost like they're going to continuously be trapped in their situation, but you're continuously moving up because it's a game to you. And you're definitely one of the top players. You have one of the highest scores is the vibe I'm getting. If that's your energy, stick around. We're going to get into that. Okay. But keep in mind that all of these messages are general. If you like to book a personal reading, you can do so by sending your payment through PayPal. And your question as well. All of my prices are in my bio, and I'll get back to you within the same day. Thank you so much for your business. I look forward to working with you, and let's get into this message. The message is there's a cosmic jackpot that synchronizes perfectly with your situation. You're not on the same level as you were before. You reached a high level of consciousness through meditation because you're speaking the truth. So that's what we're getting into, something synchronizing so that you can receive this jackpot. And it feels like you reach a different level than you were on before in order to synchronize with this money that's coming towards you. You're definitely not on the same level that you were before. You've definitely risen to a higher height. And this could have come from meditating. This could have come from you speaking the truth, possibly even meditating on affirmations. You got the King of Wands coming out. What else? Okay. All right. Wow. Okay. Yeah. Someone is really upset about the fact that you've reached this new height, but I'm getting like this could be experiencing as well. It's very interesting energy. Like I'm seeing you almost looking down at your former self with disappointment. But that's not for everybody. There's something about this new level that you're on is like, for some of y'all, it feels like you have nothing to do but to look down because you're the only one up there, wherever you are. And also this new level of meditation, someone definitely has their head down a lot and they've learned to focus on themselves, almost like the truth is that I am here. Like your highest self is your eyes and there's nothing to see but your own body is the vibe. This is your energy. If you're resonating, book a reading with me. So you synchronizing with this jackpot. The jackpot was higher than you. Some of y'all had to go up before you could go down. Or there's this energy like you are enough. You're enough. You being your own boss is enough. Because it feels like there's definitely someone in your energy who tried to steal something and they thought they were getting away with it, but they ended up dropping the swords. Or something like someone took something away from you, but see how he left these two swords? I'm getting like that has something to do with these two swords being left as well. And the swords represent your thoughts, your feelings. Well, not necessarily your feelings, but your thoughts about a situation. And then we have this meditation, someone speaking the truth. It's like you were honest about the fact that you did this on your own. That's your truth. That no one helped you get there. You didn't have any guidance. For some of y'all, you didn't have a guidebook or an instruction manual. The Fool is coming out. Someone walking away from a level, moving on to the next level. This is a game, is the vibe that I'm getting. And there's something about copy and paste coming up that is almost like the vibe of a computer programmer who's writing code. And most of this code comes from online. You copy and paste other people's code and you build it up in a certain way to make it work for you. That's the vibe. Like, there is some copy and paste happening, but it's not like, or it feels like you're copying and pasting from so many different sources that once it comes together is all your own. Like someone saying you're copying them because you're using letters, the same letters that they use, or you use the same words, the same phrases, but you're putting it together in a certain way to build up this totally different machine. Yeah, like someone's taking something but leaving something. Something is definitely being stolen in this energy and copy and pasted in this energy, but is being used in a certain kind of way. Like almost like an artist stealing paint. They're going to take that paint home and do so. You're building this 10 of cups here through meditation, and you're reaching higher levels through meditation. And it also has to do with the truth that you're speaking. And I believe that those are affirmations that you're speaking. So someone could be spoon feeding you affirmations, or you're reading someone else's affirmations, or listening to meditations online that someone else created. Or you could even be taking those meditations and repeating with your own voice, because something's definitely being stolen in this energy, but you're using it for your own good, and you're creating this positive light at the end of the day that the person that you took it from could actually benefit from it at the end of the day. Like, you're not regurgitating information. And then I'm getting the vibe of someone buying you groceries and you taking that food and making a meal out of it and then handing them a plate of some edible dish or something like that. Or someone giving you something that wasn't exactly edible, but you turned it into something that works for you. It was all love at the end of the day. It wasn't working in a way that you could just consume it right away. Like, you had to do some kind of movement, some kind of motion to get this where it belongs. And you definitely had to come up. You had to move up in the level. If this is making sense. Because I feel like there's some encryption here to this message. And I don't even know what it's meant to say, but Spirit is interpreting this message for whoever it's meant to be for. And also, I feel like someone's trying to communicate with you that's not on the same level as you. So you have to interpret things, move some words around, and say, okay, you mean this when you're saying this. It's still the truth. It's just this person is unaware of certain words and things like that. It's coming out. But you're making money off of it. There's something about your voice that's so meditative and hypnotizing that maybe you are going to doing affirmations. The vibe is definitely there. Like, you being honest about your situation is changing your situation. Or some of y'all are, I don't know how many, but there is someone in this energy who is living on the streets, and you have a phone. You can get it charged in various ways. But the vibe is that you're starting a channel based on homelessness. And by the end of it all, you have enough money for a house. But it's almost like wherever that's going is where it's going. You're definitely not on the same level anymore. And the energy is that there are people who are talking to you who may still be homeless, or whatever this vibe is. You're still communicating with people who were on the same level as you, but now you're speaking to them from a higher truth is the vibe I'm getting. Thanks to everyone who stuck around to the end. I love you guys.